And I know all of you are here. I know students from George Washington University, from Wilkes University, and other schools that are here. So when I say go, I want to hear a big roar to represent all the youth in the world. Ready, set, go. And I think this is the most important group here, and I'll bet you they're going to have the biggest roar. It's for all the young women and women all over the world that are starting businesses, that are running businesses, that are in the workforce. We want to congratulate you and recognize you. So on 3, let's hear a big roar. 1, 2, 3. The first time ever, live sonata, right? Dedicated for this day. It will be the only time we will use it for this day and forever.
Micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises represent around 90% of global economic activity. They are on the front lines of embracing transformative technologies and new business models. By leveraging their ingenuity and creativity to harness new market opportunities, they can lead the way towards achieving the 2030 agenda. That is why these enterprises are at the heart of the United Nations Global Compact, the world's largest corporate sustainability initiative.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor for me to be here in this event to commemorate the adoption of the resolution establishing June 27 as Micro, Small, and Medium-Sized Enterprises Day.
We're setting the tone in terms of how do we make sure that MSMEs receive the support and the credit they deserve. And I am honored, I'm excited today to be the moderator for a historic panel, a historic day.
So this Knowledge Summit is an important milestone, as is the adoption of the UN resolution that designates a day to celebrate the big contributions of small businesses. The United Nations has rightly determined that micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises have an outside role in meeting the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and not just the most obvious goals like ending poverty, reducing inequalities, and decent work and economic growth. But even as small companies create such a large proportion of jobs, there remain too many obstacles to this success. How will we remove these barriers? What kind of policies will catalyze entrepreneurship and growth? How will we provide the financing and training that these small enterprises require? Researchers, advocates, educators, and policymakers must confront these questions and more.
I join my colleagues from around the world in celebrating the adoption of the UN resolution to recognize June 27th each year as International Micro, Small, and Medium-Sized Enterprises Day. There are, by my count, 141 important causes that are recognized each year by the international community, and the celebration of MSMEs deserves its place among them.
One of my alums, a successful entrepreneur, asked me recently whether we are teaching students to reinvent themselves every 3 to 5 years. That question haunts me. The issues we are addressing today about the role of higher ed in forming and supporting micro, small, and medium enterprises couldn't be more urgent.
Right. What we are talking about, what ICSB's community has been talking about, is that countries have now been moving from major manufacturing with big companies, but looking at a fundamental shift to a managed type of economy, what we call an entrepreneurial economy. This year, I would like to introduce the Honorable Linda McMahon. Linda McMahon serves as the 25th Administrator of the U.S. Small Business Administration. As a member of President Trump's cabinet, she advocates on behalf of the almost 29 million small businesses in America, which employs nearly half of all American workers and account for 56.8 million jobs. Can we please give a warm welcome to the Honorable Linda McMahon.
Today, I'm honored to have the opportunity to share with you the SBA's role in helping small businesses start, grow, and thrive, strengthening America's economy while spurring global trade. Exporting is an essential component of small business growth. Businesses that export are less likely to go out of business and more likely to grow faster. That's because 96% of all of the world's consumers and over 3/4 of the world's purchasing power are outside of the United States. Yet right now, only 1% of all of America's small businesses are exporters. The SBA helps entrepreneurs and small businesses discover new export opportunities, expand into new markets, and effectively compete in the global economy.
Facebook's mission is to make the world more open and connected, and connecting people to the small and medium businesses they care about is a central part of that mission. We acknowledge and value the role of SMBs have in improving people's lives and driving economies around the world. Our SMB program operates around the globe to train, connect, and empower the individual who start and run businesses. In this spirit, Facebook is pleased to be a founding partner of the ICSB UN Micro, Small, and Medium-Sized Enterprises Day. So we're going to do a little bit of history here. We've created a book, and I can help. Why don't you help it open it? And in this book, we're going to ask all the speakers that were here today to sign, to commemorate this moment. And we'll keep it forever as history.
So now we've touched on academic leaders, we've touched on the ministerial round, now we're going to touch on the partners, because we recognize the public-private partnerships, the importance of the private, the nonprofits that support MSMEs.
For so many of the companies that we want to see started, we want to see ones that can create real economic development, that can create important jobs and can help society in a way that can move things like new medicines, new treatments for people, new technologies. And so I think it's important for us here, and I think this is a great opportunity to encourage people to advocate on part of your institutions for strong patent laws.
Why is our data important? Because it has yielded tremendous insights. D&B has found a correlation between our sustainable businesses and a low risk for business discontinuance and failure. And we believe these insights can help increase access and should increase access to global SMEs and provide them better terms from upstream supply chains. As a woman CEO, I can personally attest to how difficult and the Herculean efforts needed by women in this country and elsewhere in raising capital. And the statistics we've all seen don't lie. Yet our data shows that women are leading sustainable business growth here in the United States.
This day going forward from now on, every June 27th each year, will be recognized as MSME Day. And you are part of it. You're part of history. So when you see in the future when there are parades or when there are think tanks and talks given on this day, you can celebrate the fact that you were there when this was launched.